When I hired Pepe Gorin to manage my own created club in Spain, I really didn't know what to expect. He seemed like a Pep Guardiola wannabe, didn't seem to have any aura around him, but yet the way he handled our squad, the way he set up our tactics, it was something to watch as we won the Segunda Division first place, taking home the trophy. That's right, in our first season as a professional club, we've secured promotion to La Liga, where we'll be competing against Barcelona, Real Madrid, and I was super excited for this project. Until I realized Pepe Gorin has walked out. After the managerial season he had, there should be no surprises that he had interest from bigger clubs. One such club was Real Betis, and they not only offered him more money, but a proper project. And Real Betis are a club with a lot of history. I can't even blame Pepe Gorin for taking up on this offer. But what really hurt me was that Pepe Gorin didn't just leave by himself. He had Real Betis pay the release clauses of players he liked, and that means our centre-back Santiago Vargas release clause paid in his move to Real Betis. It's the same for the Colombian CDM Santi Cordoba. Even the Curaçaoan right-back Chirino, he's gone. And I thought surely after 3 players it would be done. But then I saw Gabriel Silva walking out. This kind of broke me. He was our player of the season, scored hat-tricks for fun, and I really thought he could be our Vinicius Jr. He was producing performances like that. But of course, Real Betis are a step up. Pepe Gorin is a manager he likes. Can we even fault him for leaving? What has happened to us? It's not something so uncommon. A lot of newly promoted clubs, this is what happens to them. The big boys come in, they steal everything they have, and usually this results into the club just yo-yoing back into the second division. But we can't let that happen to S2G Club the football. We have to figure out a solution to this problem. It's not going to be easy because we need to basically rebuild everything we have, from a new manager, new sponsors, even new signings. Well, the good news to start with, we have 47 million in the bank. Gabriel Silva's release clause was thankfully around 28 million, so when he left, we got in a lot of cash. And since it's the first time we've got this much money, maybe we should really invest in a proper manager, and preferably get a manager for a 2-year contract, because I don't want what happened with Pepe Gorin happening again. And because we're now in La Liga, we can approach a lot more decent managers. Or if Xabi Alonso didn't have the Atletico Madrid job, I would have really loved signing him, although I'm not sure he would have loved signing with us.
Who the f is that guy? Who the f is that?
Don't see any great options in La Liga. We're gonna have to stay on the hunt. Maybe a Premier League manager could work for us. Unai Emery. That would be a really smart hire.
Good evening.
He's Spanish as well. How do we lure him in from Aston Villa though? Andoni Iraola could be a really smart pick. Solid Premier League experience. In fact, I decided to reach out to Iraola, and I should have known he would have rejected me. He's not leaving the Liverpool job to join S2G Club the football. Absolutely nah. I think the play for us is gonna have to look for an unemployed manager. And just look who I've secured a meeting with. Xavi Hernandez, Barcelona legend, one of the greatest midfielders of all time. He, by the way, is currently unemployed because Barcelona sacked him, and since then he's not gone after a job. And I have a feeling the challenge of being back in La Liga might excite him. Well, for starters though, Xavi's gonna cost us 5 million per year, which honestly, I think we gotta just pay. Yes, it'll be a 10 million contract over 2 years, but I think we can afford that, especially with all the sales. Plus, Xavi is a manager that has won La Liga before. I think he can help us survive. But now the bigger problem is convincing Xavi for this project, because he's got 2 conditions. 1, he wants complete transfer control. That means he's gonna decide the kind of players we sign. And 2, he wants a special exit clause in the contract that if ever Barcelona approach him, we'd have to let him go for free. That second stipulation just feels like disaster in the making. But you know what? I think Hansi Flick is gonna be at Barca for a while, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's just sign this deal with Xavi. And just like that, S2G Club the football have at least solved one big problem. We've got ourselves a new manager. For now, I guess the plan is to let Xavi handle all the training sessions, while we've got a lot of admin stuff to sort out. Firstly though, we've lost a big chunk of money signing Xavi, 5 million to be precise. But still, still, with all the player sales, we're down to 42 million. But I think if we want to build a team to survive in La Liga, we're going to need a lot more. And the good news is, Kappa wants to renew their contract with us. And since we're in La Liga, the offer is bigger. And especially since they're using Morales for a lot of their marketing, that's even more incentive for them to sign with us. 10 million is their offer, but it also comes with a stipulation. They want us to focus on Morales and grow him to at least a 72 overall by the end of the season. Failure to do so, Kappa will charge back 7 million. That is brutal, but I can see why they want that investment in Morales to come through. And you know what? He is the next Messi, our most talented player. We're gonna build him up to be amazing. But there's the cheeky 10 million added onto our budget. Now, because we're in La Liga, there's gonna be another avenue for us to make money, and that's having a shirt sponsor. Although I tried reaching out to a lot of brands, they're not willing to sponsor a relegation threatened La Liga club. I think to get serious shirt sponsors, we're gonna have to qualify for European football, which is gonna take us a while. But that's when our manager Xavi, who's got an amazing amount of connections in football, he reached out to his good buddy Gerard Piqué, and looks like we've been hooked up with a Kings League deal. That is Piqué's own football league. They're not offering us anything crazy, but 8 million? I don't mind that at all. Plus, we could get another bonus 5 million if we're in the top 6 come January, which, by the way, ain't happening, bro. We're a newly promoted club, but hey, just in case it happens, we'll be there to collect the cash. Okay, as a club owner, I feel like I've done what I can considering the situation. We've got ourselves a new manager, sponsors are sorted, money's in the bank, and looks like our kits have also just been released with the La Liga badge. And I'm really digging this home kit, bro. Oh, the goalkeeper kit has got a really cool design as well. But nah, bro, I think I found my favorite kit of the season. It is our away kit. The blue looks so good. This is giving me Ibiza vibes. I think I'm gonna rate our kits for the season 9.5 out of 10. Let me know your ratings in the comments. And also, by the way, just a quick moment to shamelessly plug my Instagram. I'm trying to get to 100k followers there. Please, guys, I'm begging. I need your help. But alright, guys, Xavi has already prepared a report on the squad, which is not that great because he wants a lot of improvements in terms of signings. But we'll get to that later. For now, he's prepared a list of his top 3 players. No surprises to see Exposito in number 3. Morales is in number 2. And Benitez in number 1. I feel like these are 3 players that Xavi believes he could improve a lot. Not really players that are the best, because that I feel like is still Marquez at the back, Prado in goal. But yeah, with Xavi coming in, I feel like players like Morales, Exposito, and Benitez, they're going to benefit quite a bit. But yes, Xavi has also prepared a list of positions he wants me to strengthen, starting with, of course, the centre-back spot. We need another player in there, preferably La Liga quality. This season, we need to survive in La Liga. We need a proven leader at the back. He does want us to go for a CDM, preferably someone who's Spanish, who understands the game. And of course, a left winger. That makes a lot of sense. He wants someone pacey and direct. It's not going to be easy to replace Gabriel Silverman. I really thought he could be our Neymar, our Vinny Jr. Instead, he's just moved on to a bigger club, which is frustrating. But hey, that's part of football. Now, we've got 60 million to try and pull off these 3 signings. And I guess we should start with the centre-back spot. And since Xavi wants someone with experience, my first option was John Stones. We could get him for about 15 million. And also, the fact that he's played for a Pep Guardiola system for so long, I think he could easily slot in and fit in our squad. Also, his wages aren't that high. Oh, Laporto is a way better deal. He also has experience of playing under Pep Guardiola. And we could get him for around 12 million. Remember, we still need to sign a CDM and a left winger after this. Every penny we save can count. Final option though is Rudiger from Real Madrid, which I don't know how we'll pull off. He seems cheap on the front, but then look at his wages at Real Madrid, man. 220k. We're gonna have to pay him crazy money, bro. I think Rudiger is out of question. The option is between Laporte and John Stones. I think, boys, because Laporte just won the World Cup, and the fact that we can get him for a cheaper deal, this makes a lot of sense. Plus, because he's Spanish, probably more inclined to join Xavi's project. And looks like negotiations went down smoothly. For 12 million, we've got a deal. I'm trying to see if Laporte would take a bit of a pay cut. He's willing to do that. That shows the kind of pull Xavi has. And this is the kind of transfer that could keep us up in La Liga. Welcome to S2G Club, the football, Laporte. And I cannot stress enough just how big this signing looks, at least on paper. Marquez has got a solid centre-back partner. Our fullbacks do look a bit weak for La Liga, but Pinto's got the ponytail aura. And Luis Araujo is finally getting better in that right-back position. He's up to a 69 overall there. Don't forget, guys, he's a traditional winger, but his position has been moved back to try and fit in Morales. And he's working really hard to learn the ropes. course, Marquez has been spending a lot of time with him, so good to see Luis Araujo get better. But yes, we still have 2 more positions to strengthen, CDM and left wing. Before we get into those though, I think we need to reward our best players from last season, and starting with goal of the season, it was Messi-esque. That's right, this run from Morales and the finish, had to give it to him. And you know what that gets Morales? A playstyle plus. And this is awesome, bro. We're giving him the rapid plus playstyle. He's gonna really feel like young Leo Messi, bro. Now for player of the season, this is where I feel really sad, because it was a certain Brazilian who was scoring goals for fun last season, Gabriel Silva. We've given him the rapid plus playstyle, which now makes him a speed demon. Sadly though, he's going to be using that for Pepe, Gordon and Real Betis. By the way, guys, as we're nearing the first La Liga game of the season, I've just got an email from Javier Tebas, the La Liga president, and I was worried he was going to ask more money from us. But it turns out now that we're in La Liga, we're going to be getting share of the broadcast revenue. It's nothing crazy like the Premier League, but an additional 5 million. I do not mind that at all. But yep, the budget is up to 48 million, which should be good to sign a CDM and a left winger. But before anything else, we've got Xavi's La Liga debut against Atletico Madrid. I am not liking where this is headed, especially considering we've not got to make our CDM and left wing signings. We're gonna have to wait until the next game to pull this off. I am playing Baltasar Rodriguez down the left because he's a very versatile player. He can play there. Exposito is gonna have to really control that midfield. Laporte is gonna have to be perfect. This is a special moment, boys. At Estadio Heart, a La Liga game against Atletico Madrid. What a moment for this club. And if we can make it count with a win, can you imagine? Xavi's debut. Tactically, he's not really making that many changes. He's sticking with his 4-3-3. He wants to play a possession-based play style. It's very similar to what Pepe Gordon was trying to do. And now with Laporte, it should really improve our team. Look at that line-breaking pass he's already made. I feel like teams might really underestimate us when they shouldn't, because don't forget, we're the champions of the Segunda Division, and look at Araujo there, already making interceptions. When Morales has made a really nice run, they're trying to cut inside, maybe curling it in, and that wasn't far off. Marco Morales, don't forget, this kid was depressed last season, missing his family in Argentina. Of course, we signed Baltasar Rodriguez, a fellow Argentinian. They started having mate every morning together before training. That kind of gave Marco Morales a more homely feeling, and he's back in form. Is he going to be the one to get our first ever La Liga goal? One thing I'll say, boys, the speed in La Liga feels so much more. It's not easy to defend as we've messed up. Oh, Prado, big save. That should have been 1-0 Atleti. We've been let off. Oh, but now Julian Alvarez. Oh, good tackle that from Marquez. For a second, I thought it was going to be given as a foul. Oh, Laporte, he is so smart, man. I'm so glad we signed him. Don't go by his age. He's won the World Cup at this age. He's a quality player. Oh, Baltasar Rodriguez has managed to break through, but he doesn't really have the pace. He's going to try and bring this back in. And Gutierrez can't attack it. Oh, we've now been opened up. Luis Araujo is chasing. It's not going to be enough. And it's 1-0 Atleti. That is La Liga for you. One thing I'll say with Xavi, bro, we've been playing brave football. Our fullbacks are still attacking as Benitez looks to chip this one in. Oh, Atleti just cleared that away. I don't think crossing is going to be the play against this Atleti team. Right now, the Laporte is going to have to be really smart about how he defends it. And he really is. What a signing Laporte has been so far. Again, Laporte with the header. I know we've conceded a goal already, but I think he's been our man of the match. Benitez. Oh, he looks for the pass for Pinto. I thought we were going to open them up. Oh, this could lead to something. Baltasar Rodriguez going for goal. Oh, come on. Can't really blame Baltasar Rodriguez. He's not a winger. We're going to bring on Ramiro Jara, but there's literally no other subs we can make. I feel bad for Xavi so far. Full time, and honestly, we tried. Defensively, we gave it everything. Offensively, we just didn't have enough firepower. Post game, Xavi was a bit angry, but he didn't push the blame on me or any of the players. He just said he's waiting for critical signings, and only after that can we all judge him. Because by the way, Xavi's also under tremendous pressure. He got sacked by Barcelona in rather embarrassing fashion. Since then, no club has even wanted him. He's also got a point to prove here. Honestly, guys, from that Atletico game, I am taking the positives. I thought we did put up a fight, but we're just missing a lot of quality, especially to survive in La Liga. And I think we should straight away try and get a CDM for this team. As good as Exposito is, he's still young. We need another option in our midfield. And remember, Xavi said he wanted a midfielder that can control the game, also understand Spanish football. And I don't see a better option here than Marc Bernal. Plays for Barcelona. Probably he's not going to get much game time for them, especially with Rodri coming in and so on. 75 rated as well is pretty good. At the age of 20, he can rapidly grow in his rating. He's 6'4" as well. And with Xavi being a Barcelona legend, convincing him to join us, I don't think will be a problem. For 11.5 million, I can't even complain. Marc Bernal, welcome to S2G Club the Football. And slowly, guys, the team is recovering from all the damage caused by Real Betis. Both Bernal and Laporte are huge additions. But hold on, Marquez has just notified the club that he wants a new contract. Apparently, he just saw how much Laporte gets paid, and he was shocked that he was earning 4 times less. Okay, I'm not surprised that our captain is fuming. I don't think he's demanding that big of a pay hike as well. I think we gotta do it, boys. Xavi Marquez decided to stay loyal, because in fact, even he was approached by Real Betis. As he's our leader, he decided to stay. But man, is he demanding a massive contract here. Borderline unaffordable for us, but I guess we've got no choice. It puts our budget down to 33 million, which is gonna make it hard to find a left winger. But hey, I do not want to see Marquez leave. We need him to be our captain. And just like that, we've got his contract renewed. Now, Xavi will have to wait a bit longer for the left wing signing, but he does have Marc Bernal here as we play Valencia. Man, we've had a really tough start to La Liga because against Valencia, it's going to be tough to win. But I want to see if we can get our first ever La Liga win. Okay, that is just really bad. We've been opened up. Marquez, what a tackle. And getting the ball to Gutierrez, who's not really good on the ball, but he's managed to somehow get that one out of his feet. As now we've got here Morales on the charge, looking for a pass, didn't work. Morales looking for Gutierrez. Good link-up play. Morales on the volley. Oh, come on. He did everything right, but that finish kind of scuffed it. But you know what? Good sign. We're looking like we can score against Valencia. You know what, boys? 60 minutes in, although we've not created much, we're still not losing. And you know what? In La Liga, getting even a point, that would be a big win for us at this stage. Baltasar Rodriguez looks for a good pass here for Pinto. He's running with the ball, using his ponytail, of course, to create some aura. Vergara now strikes it, but he skies it. One change has been just made by Xavi. Of course, Jara has come on. Oh, but right after the substitution, it's Muniz for Valencia who's gotten through on goal. Made that look easy. We are just getting schooled in La Liga. Marc Bernal has actually had a really good game, but the thing is, we've just not had the quality overall. But Benitez maybe finding Gutierrez, who's through on the volley. Why didn't he volley it? Why didn't he try a stupid header like that? We're still trying to create space, but we're getting pressed into oblivion here in La Liga. Oh, they've made a mistake. Morales, surely this could lead to something. Oh, Morales couldn't beat his man. Just not good enough in La Liga. 2 games, 2 losses. And Xavi is getting a bit impatient now. He wants that left winger, especially someone that fits in our budget of 33 million. I might need your guys' help. Also, Anthony Garcia, who's still the club's sporting director. We've sent him on a project to find us a perfect option. While we're still in the hunt, I'm just hoping we can pick up our first La Liga win. We're up against Deportivo La Coruña. I don't care how we win. I just want the 3 points. And this is probably a game where I feel Marco Morales could have a big impact. But oh man, we're on the back foot from the get-go. This is really bad, and Prado had to make a big save. And now we're gonna concede, aren't we? Prado again with the save. How did he get a hand to it? Xavi, bro, you might be on fraud watch because we're getting cooked. And is that a sarcastic clap from him? Okay, Marco Morales with pace running is just dangerous. He's got the new speed boost as well. Here goes the Argentinian attacking. Still Marco Morales finding space. Nope. But that shot had no power. Gutierrez, can he execute his pass? Not bad. He even got fouled in the process. And here goes Marco Morales trying to beat his man. He got completely destroyed. The level of physicality in La Liga is a lot more than, of course, the Segunda. But Baltasar Rodriguez doing really well to help out Morales. He gets the ball, and here he goes once again. Oh, but Morales just cannot make it work. But I don't think it's going to stop him from trying. This time he lays the ball off for Baltasar. We're losing the ball, but we keep trying. Ara, if he can play the perfect ball, I think he can. Gutierrez, he's got a lot of work to do, and he's tried a skill move. I do not know why. Gutierrez, you shouldn't do that. Marco Morales sliding this one for Gutierrez. Through on goal. Whoop. That might be the worst shot I think I've seen in my life. I don't even know what he was attempting. Oh, Benitez, good touch. He's going to cut this one back. And finally, we get a La Liga goal. Baltasar Rodriguez. The 23-year-old Argentinian comes up clutch. What a player. But you know what? I think we need to give Pinto as well as Benitez a lot of credit for creating this chance. Can we not throw this away, please? Like, honestly, this would have been really bad. Prado thankfully makes the save. And full time, boys. S2G Club the Football has just won their first ever La Liga game. That too at home. Look at what it means to everyone. Look at what it means to Xavi. The pressure's off a little bit. And now if before the window ends, if we can get Xavi a left winger, this team could do bits. We're off to a good start. Now it's my time as the club owner to get the job done. Now while you wait for the next episode, click here to catch up on S2GFC England Edition.